Only one team can make it to the finals tonight. We have Arlington Heights.
Yeah!
And I am Terrell's Academy for STEM and VPA.
Let's find out who's going to the semifinals tonight. Let's play Whiz Quiz!
That was a mental workout.
Welcome to the finals. Is everybody ready?
It's time to play the sport of knowledge. Welcome to the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz.
That is correct.
Welcome to Whiz Quiz, a long Fort Worth ISD tradition. I'm Ren Singleton, hosting tonight's big high school semifinal with the talented Sophia O.
Thanks, Ren. Today is going to be an exciting night. 2 semifinals and the championship. Our teams for this first match, Arlington Heights and I Am Terrell's Academy for STEM and VPA, are in their seats and ready to go.
Also ready to go, look out, it's the Southwest High School Jazz Band here to entertain us between matches. Hey guys! But first, we are so lucky to have a real pro asking the questions. He's a Fort Worth ISD graduate and someone you see early morning on WFAA TV.
Please welcome the anchor of Channel 8's Daybreak, Mark Istuk. Mark?
Thank you, Ren and Sophia. It is a real pleasure to be here, even though, like you said, my wake-up call usually every morning is about 2:30. I start on air at 4:30, so this is well past my bedtime, but well worth pounding some coffee to be energized and awake to hang out with you guys tonight. As you guys mentioned, I'm a Fort Worth ISD graduate, Southwest High School, and my Whiz Quiz experience happened at my middle school, Wedgwood Middle School, where in 7th and 8th grade I competed. Nowhere near the level that you guys are competing at tonight. I don't believe we ever contended for semifinals or the finals or a championship. So I'm excited to be in y'all's presence tonight and want to thank everybody who is here in attendance as well for being here. You guys at Arlington Heights and I Am Terrell have worked very hard to get here, so I want to wish both of you a lot of luck as we get ready to get things kicked off. I want to introduce a couple of other folks up on the table with me. Our moderator this evening is Fort Worth ISD's Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Marcy Sorensen. And helping us keep score as well as keep time is Michael Flouché, who is the Director of Gifted and Talented Services and the Whiz Quiz Director. Okay, let's meet our teams tonight. We're going to start off with Arlington Heights. If you could please introduce yourselves, left to right.
Hi, I'm Seema Galaganov.
Hello, I'm William Hughes.
Hi, I'm Ishika Acharya.
Hey, I'm Jude Martin.
Let's hear it for Arlington Heights. Next up, I Am Terrell Academy for STEM and VPA. If you could introduce yourselves right to left.
I'm Ava Stubblefield.
Howdy, I'm Charlie Robbins.
Hi, I'm MC DeBose.
Let's hear it for I Am Terrell. Okay, again, congratulations to both of you teams for being here. Good luck to both of you. As you know, we're going to begin with a toss-up round of 10 questions. Each question is worth 10 points each. Each question can earn you 2 bonus questions. Teams, are you ready? All right, let's get going. Our first question. What form of precipitation typically forms alternating rings of white and clear ice, forms in warm weather thunderstorms, and can be golf ball sized? I Am Terrell. Hail is correct. Follow-up question for you. In 2020, what MLB team was implicated in a sign-stealing scandal in which players banged on a trash can to indicate what pitches were coming? No answer. We were looking for the Houston Astros. Definitely not the Texas Rangers. Next question for you. What answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is Jackie Robinson's retired jersey number? 42 is correct. Our next question for both teams. What personality type, defined by Carl Jung as a tendency to focus attention on others, is the E in the ocean model? I am Terrell. Extrovert is correct. Next question for you. In a 2010 Edgar Wright film, what character played by Michael Cera fights the seven evil exes of Ramona Flowers? Scott Pilgrim is correct. Your next question. Jesse takes a field trip to Washington, D.C. on the same day that Leslie fatally falls from a rope swing in what novel by Catherine Patterson, adapted into a movie in 2007?
Bridge to Terabithia.
Bridge to Terabithia is correct. The next question for both teams. What French king who once employed Jacques Necker as a finance minister tried to flee to Verent in 1791 before his execution? Arlington Heights.
Louis XVI.
That is correct. The next question for you. The speed of light equals the frequency times what quantity, which ranges from about 400 to 700 nanometers for visible light?
Amplitude.
Amplitude. Final answer.
That is incorrect. We were looking for wavelength. Next question for you. Which largest moon of Neptune is also the largest moon in the solar system with a retrograde orbit?
Triton.
Triton. Final answer.
Triton is correct. Next question for both teams. What author who wrote about poet John Shade in his novel Pale Fire wrote about Humbert Humbert's obsession with the title girl in Lolita? I am Terrell. That is incorrect. We were looking for Vladimir Nabokov. The next question for both teams. A strike by workers at what subsidiary of Mondelez International began in August 2021 at a bakery in Portland, Oregon? I am Terrell.
Voodoo Donuts.
That is incorrect. Heights?
Starbucks.
No, we were looking for Nabisco. Next question for both teams. What literary character who marries the princess Badrul Badur is given a magic ring by a sorcerer which he uses to release a genie from a lamp? Arlington Heights.
Aladdin.
Aladdin is correct. The next question for Heights. What hero who killed the Crommyonian sow on his journey from Treason to Athens successfully navigated the Cretan labyrinth and killed the Minotaur?
Theseus.
Theseus is correct. Next question for Heights. What ancient Greek practice of voting to banish a citizen for 10 years has a name that survives as a synonym for exile?
Ostracization.
Ostracization.
Yeah, that'll work. We'll ostracism.
My bad.
We'll take it. Next question for both teams. What state whose Lake Itasca is a headwater of the Mississippi River is nicknamed?
Minnesota.
That is correct. Heights. Next question for you. What quantity is the amount of heat needed to change the temperature of a substance by 1 degree Celsius?
Father. A joule.
A jewel.
We were looking for heat capacity. Heat capacity. Next question for Arlington Heights. What 10-letter term describes acids that can donate more than 1 proton per molecule in solution?
Nitric acid.
The answer is polyprotic. Polyprotic. Next question for both teams. What transparent outermost layer of the eye provides the most refractive power but is fixed in place? Heights.
The retina.
That is incorrect. Terrell? Cornea is correct. The next question for you. What show in which Hannah Waddingham plays Rebecca, the owner of AFC Richmond, stars Jason Sudeikis as the former head football coach at Wichita State University?
Ted Lasso.
Yes, I'm so happy you got that. Yes, Ted Lasso is correct. Which sitcom that depicted a dance called the Carlton centered on a teen who moved from Philadelphia to an LA mansion to live with his uncle, Judge Philip Banks?
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Thank you again for getting that one. I was going to feel dated if you missed it. That is correct. The next question for both teams. The video games Solasta, Crown of the Magister, and Baldur's Gate 3 use the 5th edition rule set of which tabletop? Terrell.
Dungeons and Dragons.
That is correct. Next question for you. The first derivative of a function gives a slope of what type of line that touches the function's graph at a given point but does not cross it?
Asymptote.
That is incorrect. We were looking for tangent. Next question for you. What word names both a video game digital distribution platform managed by EA and a Cartesian point located at the coordinates 0, 0?
Origin.
Origin is correct. Next question for both teams. What war, which began when Syngman Rhee's country was invaded and led to the creation of the DMZ, involved U.S. troops fighting in Asia, Arlington Heights?
The Korean War.
That's correct. Next question for you. What person who described being medicated with lithium in a June 2021 statement criticizing her conservatorship is a pop star who sang Toxic?
Britney Spears.
With enthusiasm.
We were singing Toxic in the car on the way here.
Studying.
Yeah.
Next question for you. What music company, which had a September 2021 IPO, is one of the big 3 record labels with Sony and Warner and shares its name with a film studio?
DreamWorks.
Universal Music Group, or UMG. All right, that concludes round 1. Let's hear it for both of our teams. Excellent work. You get a chance to take a break as we send things back to Rin and Sophia.
Thanks, Mark. Did you know the production crew tonight is mostly students, including the 2 of us?
Yeah, we're in the Gold Seal Advanced Media program at Southwest High School under the direction of a great teacher, Miss Darcy McCready. And tonight, we're definitely getting some real-world training.
It's real all right. You're doing great, by the way.
Oh, you're doing great.
Oh, stop it. We're just glad to be here.
You know, this year's regular season of Whiz Quiz was all virtual. That makes these in-person championship matches more fun than ever.
And during this break, we'll show you some of the fun and action at the 6th grade and the middle school finals.
Stay right here.
Welcome to the finals of the 6th grade Whiz Quiz competition.
This Soviet leader at the time, and the pulmonary artery takes blood from this organ for 10 points.
The sport of knowledge was on full display last month during the Fort Worth ISD 6th grade and middle school Whiz Quiz finals.
First bonus question.
The matches held at the TCC South Collegiate High School campus were the first in-person matches in over 2 years.
Pennsylvania. That is correct.
The 6th grade final featured the Binbrook Middle Bobcats and the Stripling Hornets. Despite entering the playoff tournaments in 2nd place, the Bobcats prevailed over the Hornets and were awarded the championship trophy by 4th ISD director Michael Flushin.
6th grade district champions, Binbrook. Are you ready for our finals match here in the 7th and 8th grade Whiz Quiz competition?
In the middle school division, the final match featured the McLean Cardinals against the WLI Griffins.
Carry out our bonus question for number 5.
Our final answer is Haley's Comet.
That is correct. This author's epilepsy.
After a close contest, the Cardinals were victorious.
And our champions of the 7th and 8th grade division, let's hear it for McLean!
And hoisted the championship trophy. What a season it has been. From virtual matches to in-person students and coaches adapting to make this season an unforgettable experience. With the competition intense, the matches close, and the tradition of the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz very much alive.
Forward! March!
Everyone has a skill.
You want a challenge?
Come join us.
Launching here, the best choice for your child's education journey, with safe classrooms and highly qualified teachers expert at opening doors to reading, math, and worlds of fun. And the great part? It's a hop, skip, and jump away at Fort Worth ISD Pre-K and Kindergarten. Check us out at fwisd.org/pre-K.
That's the award-winning Southwest High School Jazz Band directed by Mr. Adam Kramer. Let's give them a hand. And now I'm here with school board member CJ Evans. So CJ Evans, how does Whiz Quiz benefit Fort Worth ISD students?
Well, it just demonstrates what hard work and dedication can do and what doors it can open.
Thank you. And let's give them another hand of... Okay. And welcome back to Whiz Quiz, the sport of knowledge. During the break, you saw highlights from the 6th grade and middle school finals. Now we want to introduce you to the winning 6th grade team in person. Stand up, Benbrook.
Congratulations, they even brought their trophy.
We have members of the winning middle school team here too. Let's hear from McLean Middle School.
Stand up, McLean.
Congratulations to all of our 6th grade and middle school teams. You worked hard, adapted to the changes, and made this season a great experience.
And now all of our high school teams are ready for round 2. So take it away, Mark.
Thank you very much, Ren and Sophia. Again, congratulations to Arlington Heights and I Am Terrell for your performance in round 1. I want to give you an update on the score right now. It is currently 80 for Arlington Heights to 100 for I Am Terrell. And I want to give you guys at Heights, it looks like you have a couple of new members over there. You want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Gatlin Adams.
Hi, I'm Ben Moon.
Great. Well, welcome, guys, and we're getting ready to start round 2 here. We've got up to 10 questions that must be answered in 60 seconds. This is our lightning round, and since you guys are trailing Arlington Heights, you get to pick your category. You get to choose from Texas history, food namesakes, Jimmy's, or notable Italians.
We'll choose Texas history.
Texas history it is. All right. Like I said, you've got 60 seconds to answer as many questions as you can. Whichever ones you get incorrect, I Am Terrell will get a chance to steal. The ones that you pass on, they will not. All right. Ready for 60 seconds? Ready. Okay. The first question, answer the following about Texas history. Virginia-born father of Texas who names Texas capital.
Stephen F. Austin. Stephen F. Austin.
Correct. Governor wounded alongside President John F. Kennedy in Dallas by Lee Harvey Oswald.
John Connally. John Connally.
Yep. Site of the first military engagement of the Texas War for Independence east of San Antonio.
Gonzalez.
Yep. Mexican general who ordered the siege on that mission.
Santa Anna.
Yes. Holiday commemorating when enslaved people in Texas received their freedom.
Juneteenth.
Yes. Substance discovered at Spindletop in 1901 leading to an economic boom.
Oil.
Yes. Port city destroyed by a 1900 hurricane.
Galveston.
Correct. Houston-based energy company that filed for bankruptcy in 2001.
Texaco.
Incorrect. President who annexed Texas after succeeding John Tyler.
Polk.
Correct. Leader of the Branch Davidian cult who established a compound near Waco.
David Koresh.
David Koresh.
Correct. Okay. Right at time, guys. Yeah. There was one question that you got incorrect. I am Terrell. You have a chance on this one. Houston-based energy company that filed for bankruptcy in 2001.
No answer.
We were looking for Enron. Okay, now you guys get to choose from food namesakes, Jimmy's, or notable Italians.
Food namesakes.
Food namesakes it is. We're getting our clock ready with 60 seconds. Identify these food and drinks named after people. Salad with romaine lettuce and croutons.
Caesar salad.
Correct. Tea named for a noble British prime minister.
Earl Grey.
Correct. Peach dessert named for a soprano.
Cobbler.
Incorrect. Half iced tea, half lemonade.
Arnold Palmer.
Correct. Chicken dish named for a Qing dynasty military leader.
Pass.
Okay. Pizza with tomatoes, mozzarella, and basil.
Margarita.
Correct. Tortilla chips covered in melted cheese.
Nachos.
Non-alcoholic cocktail named for a 30s child star.
Shirley Temple.
Correct. Meringue dessert named for a Russian ballerina.
Pass.
Green-colored oyster dish named after a rich magnate.
Pass.
Okay. So let's see. Which were the passes? Oh, wow, I've got these to see here. So I've got this one as being incorrect, and then I've got passes on. Okay. So chicken dish named for a Qing dynasty military leader was General Tso's chicken.
Whoa, are you going to give it to the other team?
They get a chance to.
I thought the passes they didn't.
No, sorry.
They do on the passes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. We got a replacement question for you.
So do we get that point or not?
I lose a point. That's what happens there. Sorry, guys, little rules issue there. Let me give you the questions that they passed on. So, peach dessert named for a soprano.
No answer.
Okay. Meringue dessert named for a Russian ballerina.
Bird's nests?
Pavlova. Pavlova was what we're looking for. And peach melba was the answer earlier. Green-colored oyster dish named after a rich magnate.
Rockefeller. Rockefeller.
Oysters Rockefeller is correct.
Oh my God. Williams.
So give us just a moment, guys. Okay, I got it. Hold on a second. Okay, here is your replacement question. What agreement that won the 1978 Nobel Peace Prize for Menachem Begin and Anwar Sadat was negotiated at and named for the U.S. presidential retreat?
Camp David Accords.
Camp David Accords.
That is correct. That brings us to the end of our lightning round. Despite that hiccup, great job by you guys. I'll step my game up in the next round. We'll take a quick break as I send it back to Ren and Sophia.
Thanks, Mark. The lightning round is my personal favorite. And now, it's the audience's turn.
That's where we find our friend Yoselin Hernandez right in the middle of the audience, and she's lining up players for, can I get a drum roll? Are You Smarter Than a Whiz Quizzer? Sponsored by Pizza Snob. Yoselin, who's your first contestant?
Thanks, Sophia and Ren. I have 3 contestants here, all lined up and ready to play Are You Smarter Than a Whiz Quizzer? But before we get into that, I just want to show everybody what we're playing for tonight. Tonight, we're playing for these super cute Fort Worth ISD gift bags, and inside them, they have a bunch of goodies like a notebook and a bunch of other stuff. But my favorite thing that has to be in here is this really cool ring light that's not only for your phone, but it's also for your computer. All right, and we're about to play Are You Smarter Than a Whiz Quizzer? Can I get my first contestant, please? All right, and what's your name?
Alex.
All right, Alex, and who are you here to support tonight?
Morgan.
All right, let's give a round of applause for Morgan. All right, Alex, are you ready to play? Yes. All right, our first question is right up on the board, right over here. In what 1990 movie does Kate travel back to Chicago with the polka band and the villainous wet bandits try to burglarize young Kevin McAllister's home? Just a little side note, you can get help from the audience. All right, he said Home Alone. Now let's look up at the screen. And you're correct! All right, thank you for playing, and you get a free Fort Worth ISD gift bag. Can I get my next contestant, please? All right, and what's your name?
Morgan.
All right, Morgan. And who are you here to support tonight?
Heights.
Let's give a round of applause for Heights. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right, your question's going to be right up on the screen. What smallest breed of dog is named after a Mexican state? All right, she said Chihuahua. Now let's look up at the screen. And Chihuahua's correct! All right, thank you for playing. You get a free Fort Worth ISD gift. Can I get my last contestant of the round, please? All right, and what's your name? Sharika. And who are you here to support tonight?
I'm a teacher.
All right, let's give a round of applause for Sharika. And are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right, your question's going to be right up on the screen. What place where you can get yourself clean and hang out with all the boys is said to be a fun place to stay in a disco song by the Village People? All right, let's look up at the screen, and you are correct! It's the YMCA. Thank you for playing, and you get a free gift bag. All right, thanks for playing, everybody. Let's give a round of applause. Really happy to be here tonight. Back to you, Sophia and Rin.
That was an amazing showing. I personally really loved that section.
Well, that brings us to round 3. Mark, all yours.
Okay, we ready? Thank you, Ren and Sophia. Now YMCA is going to be playing in my head the rest of the night for that. Thank you. Want to update you guys on the score. It is currently 190 to 160. Arlington Heights is in the lead. Before we begin our third round, would you like to introduce our new players?
I'm Becca Dean from Arlington Heights.
Hello, Becca.
I'm Max Bellamy from IM Terrell.
Hello, Max. All right, as I said, only 30 points separate these two teams, so in this third round, it is still anybody's game. Are you ready? Okay, teams, the first question is, scientists with what last name discovered piezoelectricity shared a Nobel with Henri Becquerel for radioactivity research? I am Terrell. Curie is correct. Next question for you. Who sings the aria Non più andrai and watches Count Almaviva pursue his beloved Susanna in a Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart opera about his marriage?
The Magic Flute.
We're looking for Figaro, The Marriage of Figaro. Next question for you. What cantata featuring a song about a roast swan written for a countertenor soloist is by Karl Orff and opens and closes with the movement O Fortuna?
No answer.
Carmina Burana. Next question for both teams. Who was the leader of the Soviet Union when Gary Powers' U-2 plane was shot down over Soviet territory? Arlington Heights.
Khrushchev?
Khrushchev is correct. Next question for you. A green wire indicates it is being used for what practice of connecting electrical equipment to the earth or some conductor?
Grounding.
Grounding is correct. Next question also for you. What type of cell, which birds produce in their bursa of Fabricius, is a type of white blood cell that in humans matures in the bone marrow?
Stem.
That is incorrect. We were looking for B cells. Next question for both teams. What character who throws hot applesauce into the face of his rival Edgar Linton loves Catherine Earnshaw in Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights? Terrell.
John?
That is incorrect. Heights? Heathcliff is correct. Next question for Arlington Heights. What title character eats snozcumbers, gives good dreams to children, and is a very large being known by 3 initials in a book by Roald Dahl?
The BFG.
That is correct. Next question for you. A Friedrich Klinger play had what German title, often translated as Storm and Stress, which was also the name of an early romantic literary movement?
Renaissance.
Sturm and Drang. That's what we were looking for. Next question for both teams. What integer, which is the kissing number for equal-sized circles in a plane, is the smallest perfect number and the third triangular number? Terrell.
4.
That is incorrect. Heights. 6 is correct. Next question for Arlington Heights. A French term meaning hobby horse inspired the name of what art movement whose practitioners, such as Marcel Duchamp, embraced irrationality?
Impressionism.
That is incorrect. It is Dada. Next question for Heights. What artist who depicted the dead and dying thrown overboard in the slave ship showed a train crossing a railway bridge in rain, steam, and speed?
Norman Rockwell.
Joseph Mallard William Turner. Next question for both teams. A standard set of what instruments includes copper-bottomed tunable drums that are 32, 29, 26, and 23 inches in diameter? Heights. Timpani is correct. Next question for Heights. What country, where many dissidents have ignored the government's 2016 peace treaty with FARC, is the largest producer of cocaine in South America?
Colombia.
Colombia is correct. Next question. In 2021, Philip Davis became Prime Minister of what country, where he now governs from Nassau?
Bahamas.
That is correct. Next question for both teams. Guarani is an official language of what country, which is the smaller and less populous of South America's 2 landlocked nations? Heights. That is correct. Next question for you. As one of his last acts in office, what 7th U.S. president required payments for government land to be made in gold or silver through his specie circular?
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson is correct. Next question, also for you. What president who acquired much of present-day Arizona in the Gadsden Purchase also signed the Kansas-Nebraska Act and served from 1853 to 1857?
Franklin Pierce.
Franklin Pierce is right. Next question for both teams. In a flame test, sodium produces what color that also names the turbans worn in a rebellion against China's Han Dynasty? Heights.
Blue.
That is incorrect. Terrell.
Orange.
We were looking for yellow. Next question for both teams. What philosopher argued that the mind is a tabula rasa at birth? Terrell.
I'm blanking. Locke?
Locke is correct.
Okay.
Well done. Next question for you. Geographers use the term Sahul to refer collectively to Australia and what large island to its north, whose western half belongs to Indonesia?
No answer.
We were looking for New Guinea. Next question for Terrell. What country, which was formerly ruled by the Islamic Courts Union, is separated from Yemen by the Gulf of Aden and is governed from Mogadishu? It is Somalia. Somalia. Next question for both teams. What set of 4 scriptures, considered the oldest text in Hinduism, includes volumes? Vedas is correct. Next question for Heights. What 20th century American author of lighthearted poems wrote Line Up for Yesterday, which alphabetically describes baseball stars?
Ogden Nash.
Ogden Nash.
That is correct. Next question for Heights. Effie Deans is freed from an Edinburgh prison in the heart of Midlothian, a novel by what author who depicted Jacobite rebels in his novel Rob Roy?
Robert Louis Stevenson.
Sir Walter Scott was the answer we were looking for. Final question for both teams. What architect incorporated black granite walls into her designs for the Civil Rights Memorial and the Vietnam Veterans Memorial? The answer was Maya Lin. Maya Lin. That wraps up round 3. You can breathe now, hopefully. We're going to tally the point totals. Guys, Heights and Terrell, well done. We'll take a quick break while we add up the numbers. Rin and Sophia, back to you.
Thanks, Mark. Everybody get ready.
When we come back, we'll find out who's going on to the finals. Don't go away.
I'm from Kentucky. I'm from Longview, Texas.
I didn't know what to expect, honestly, coming in, but Fort Worth ISD career fair has super exceeded my expectations.
Hello, how are you?
We've been faced with a crisis of a teacher shortage throughout the nation and especially the DFW Metroplex. And today's event is an intentional event to really focus on engaging December graduates and anyone that might have been hesitant about returning to the workplace.
This is my first event as a prospective teacher, so I was a little nervous, but all the principals have been really friendly and welcoming, and I've enjoyed myself so far.
We're interviewing them one-on-one based on vacancy and certifications. They sit with the interview team from the school, usually composed of the principal and AP. Upon successful completion, they're offered a letter of intent. That's where the money comes in. So if we get them to start now, we'll give them an extra $1,000.
When I received the letter of intent, I was super excited because it's surreal. I'm actually going to be a Fort Worth ISD teacher. I can really make a difference within society and help my students succeed.
I find on with Leonard Middle School.
Just in about 30 seconds, we both clicked, and we just couldn't stop talking about the possibility of her joining our team.
The people here are so nice, and they really just want every student to succeed, and that's what I look forward to as well.
We're excited to see this great turnout today. A lot of happy principals and a lot of happy future teachers for our district.
I know the district's really excited to be offering those signing bonuses for so many different things, and that's really added a lot of excitement that I think some of the applicants weren't really even expecting.
I start January 10th, 2022, and I'm super excited for my new beginnings. I feel like it's where I want to be.
The outcome is that we have a great teacher in front of students providing great first instruction. You can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Wow, these are my type of people.
My journey into education began, as many journeys do, on a plane ride. I left A&M with a microbiology degree and embarked on the next chapter of my life, teaching conversational English to high school students in Japan. The pivotal moment came in December of 2010. I had an offer on the table for a permanent position in pharmaceuticals the same week I was to interview for a science teaching job. My memories of that day are still vivid. The red and green holiday decorations, the pet scorpion in the front office of the school, and the sound of the assistant principal's heels on the tile as she chased me down the hall to offer me the job before I left the building. I did not sleep on it. The choice was mine, and I never looked back. Since then, I've taught at 5 different schools across Texas, returning to Fort Worth again in the end. In that time, I found there's no single way to be a good teacher. A good teacher challenges themselves as much as they challenge their students. They're genuine, they're curious, and most importantly, a supporter to those in need.
Thanks, Southwest Jazz Band.
And now we're joined with both principals from both schools. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Sure, I'm Sarah Weeks, principal at Arlington Heights High School.
Hi, and I'm Ricky Brown, principal at I'm Terrell Academy for STEM and Visual and Performing Arts.
And we have a few questions for you today. First, starting off with Ms. Weeks, how has Whiz Quiz impacted the students at your school?
I think we've done very well this year, and it always increases our knowledge, and so anything that's going to put us in a situation where we know more is always a great thing, and so we're very excited for our team this year.
That's a really good answer. I agree. Mr. Brown?
We're very proud of our apprentices at I Am Terrell. We're in our 4th year as a high school, so the fact that we're competing at this level speaks to the work that the teachers and students are doing on our campus.
Sounds great.
And my question for you guys is, what message do you guys have for your coaches and students?
Just keep competing. This is fun to be at this point, and the competition speaks to all the schools right now, so just keep competing.
Okay.
As Mr. Brown said, we're just super proud of our kids, and we're just want them to keep learning, keep moving on, and have a great time, have fun, and that's the most important thing.
Thank you. And let's give them a round of applause. Everybody, this is it. We have a winner for our first high school semifinal.
So here is Mark Istuk, Michael Flouché, and Dr. Marcy Sorensen to present the winners. Mark.
Yes, thank you, Ren and Sophia. First of all, let's give another round of applause for our competitors tonight. I mentioned before having competed in Whiz Quiz when I was in middle school, so I feel a little bit of kinship with you guys until I read the questions and hear your answers and how smart you are, and then I do not feel that level of kinship because you guys were very impressive today. Congratulations on making it to the semifinals, really a huge accomplishment, and just want to say how cool it is to see what you guys accomplished today. Unfortunately, only one team can advance to the finals, and I'm going to let Michael Flouché make that announcement, please. Let's get the semifinal trophy first.
All right, it was such a great match, really close. Our final score was, I'm going to take a peek here, 320 to 180. Big round of applause for our winner. Say it with me, Marcy.
Arlington Heights.
Congratulations, Hulk.
So they will advance, but we also want to acknowledge these are our semifinalists here. So I Am Terrell, you've had a great season, and we would love to acknowledge that with a semifinalist trophy. Let's hear it for I Am Terrell, everybody.
So while these competitors gather for some photographs, we will reset for our next round. But again, a hearty congratulations to I Am Terrell and Arlington Heights. Well done, everybody.
One more time, congratulations, Arlington Heights. You're going to the finals.
And thank you to all Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz contestants, coaches, and parents for your wonderful academic teamwork.
We also want to thank our audience and everyone watching tonight, plus tonight's sponsor, Pizza Snob, for feeding the crew.
The pizza was amazing.
I attest.
And thank you, Southwest Jazz Band. How about some more music?
And we are just getting started. We'll see you here in a few minutes for our second semifinal.
Industry-driven Gold Seal programs and schools of choice offer Fort Worth ISD families and students the power of choice, now more than ever, to go beyond the basic, beyond the traditional, to find the pathway that's a match to a student's interest, goals, and learning style. And just look at the programs and schools to choose from.
You've got goals and dreams for the future. We've got a high school experience to match.
There you go.
They can sign up.
Fort Worth ISD Gold Seal programs of choice are built for dreamers like you. The problem solvers, the curious minds, the creators of art and ideas. Gold Seal programs deliver expert guidance, checklist, hands-on learning, certifications, college credits, and community partners who support your learning. A great example? Our P-Tech early college high schools that combine high school, college, and career.
So the idea is to grow.
Students can earn an associate degree.
Ready to go?
Visit job sites, build relationships, and develop workplace skills and knowledge. Our partners enrich every Gold Seal program, open doors to careers, and put you ahead of the herd. There's a Gold Seal pathway to fit your interests.
So let's give it a shot.
Whether it's making machines run better and fly higher,
Sales inside of it. Hated places better.
or improving health
Do you have any allergies?
and housing. Whether it's serving on the front lines,
Are y'all set? All right, we're ready.
or protecting citizens online.
Yeah, moving on the frames.
Bring your biggest dreams and determination here,
Really great product.
where you belong, in a Fort Worth ISD program of choice.
Take graphic.
Your choice. The atmosphere is electric at Fort Worth ISD Gold Seal Schools of Choice. These smaller, well-focused learning communities prepare students for college and careers in the most innovative ways.
This combines art and math.
Every school day hums with activity and empowerment at Young Men's Leadership Academy and Young Women's Leadership Academy. Future leaders are at work here, gaining knowledge, experiences, and character while developing lifelong strategies for success. Move toward your dreams at the I Am Terrell Academy for STEM and VPA. On the STEM side, students design and problem solve in a high-tech makerspace. In VPA, students train in state-of-the-art studios and perform in a magnificent hall. The school's Cowan Academy in the Humanities elevates the study of literature, history, art, and philosophy. Imagine learning multiple languages, exploring global cultures, and taking academic courses in English and Spanish. The World Languages Institute is perfect for students from Spanish immersion and dual language programs, and anyone else eager to learn Spanish immersion style.
Early college high schools merge high school, college, and career.
Connect it all together.
Students go to school on Tarrant County College campuses and can earn an associate degree for free. Marine Creek Collegiate High School focuses on high academic achievement and skills for success.
Got a slightly movable
The Texas Academy of Biomedical Sciences is a hub of health science studies with hands-on laboratory learning supported by medical industry partners. TCC South Fort Worth ISD Collegiate High takes industry partnerships to a new level. It's the district's first P-TECH early college high school. Partners such as Encore and the Fort Worth Water Department help students build skills that industries want. Schools of choice are not just for older students. Collectively, 4 applied learning academies serve kindergarten through the 8th grade. Students apply their knowledge to solve real-life issues as they investigate the bigger one.
Taken 2 times.
Our Montessori program guides kindergarten through 8th grade students in multi-age classrooms that are safe and respectful. Students work through lessons, interact with others, cultivate self-discipline, and take early ownership of their education. A great start to a lifetime of learning.
ISD's first esports team.
Game 2 has just been won by the Blue team. Seem to have a 1v1 here between a villager and a pit, probably in sudden death here.
Today we're having our kickoff event for our esports competition here at Fort Worth ISD. It also serves as a test event, so we can be ready for our larger meet that we're going to host in the school.
Esports has brought that video game culture into an environment in school where they can build teamwork, they can build that camaraderie. They have an opportunity for college scholarships and even professional opportunities, and it really builds on that, and it's an area that's about to explode both statewide and nationally.
Like right here, we're working together as a team to reach our goal, and then a company can use us a lot to reach our goal, like stocks or something like that.
We know students are successful in our schools in their academics, but in order for them to want to continue being in school, they need something to grab onto. Esports can serve as that.
We were playing a match of Smash Bros. 3v3. We ended up losing, but it was fun.
People think, oh, well, it's just kids playing video games, and it's really not. It's students developing life strategies and really building life skills and lifelong opportunities for these students.
Team Ballinger going for an amazing down air.
What we were doing earlier today was shoutcasting, which is basically speaking over the gameplay and giving commentary on what's going on. Kind of like you would see on top of a football game or something like that.
Red team here to 1 with Sonic.
Welcome to the Expo. What grade are you looking at?
Expo is about our students and our families within Fort Worth ISD and the surrounding area having the opportunity to actually have a choice for where they want to go to school, and also about the different programs that we have that are available to them.
We have the broadcast journalism program.
Medical program, which is a really big program.
Pero en el teléfono, si no voy a la escuela.
I am excited for my daughter to see what opportunities are available for her.
When they come in today, they're going to get an opportunity to see all of the different specials that we have that run from our kindergarten all the way through our high schools.
Is set up so that you can choose your path.
The broadcast journalism program is a wonderful opportunity for students to get real-world experience in the fields of broadcast journalism. And we also have students working today, and they're going around covering the Gold Seal Expo. What do you think students look forward to when they enter your program?
When they enter the program, I think they look forward to getting a certification.
There's so much activity that's going on the floor with everyone moving around, trying to see all of the different campuses and just seeing some of the demonstrations that there are.
We were just telling Martin about all the different programs and what he could do as a middle school student and become a young leader in Fort Worth ISD.
Yeah, you meet with teachers at the school and they just talk to you. They want to get to know you.
Right now, our top leaning is towards the Women's Leadership Academy.
We have open house this next Thursday.
I'm looking for a good school that will have good sports and science.
Do not have to live in Fort Worth ISD to be able to apply. All you have to do is go online and you can apply to be at any campus and in any program.
The culinary program is really just a good program to be in.
Students really are going to be prepared for what's next. What comes next for them after high school? Is it going to be the academic side where they want to move on to college? Or is it going to be getting certifications that are going to prepare them to be job and career ready when they graduate?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Only one of these teams will be advancing to the finals tonight. Will it be Pascal? Or will it be Tabs? We're about to find out, so let's play Whiz Quiz!
That was a mental workout.
Welcome to the finals. Is everybody ready?
It's time to play the sport of knowledge. Welcome to the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz.
That is correct.
Welcome to Whiz Quiz, a long Fort Worth ISD tradition. I'm Bailey Boyce.
And I'm Melody Chapa. We'll be your gorgeous
And very fun
host for this second semifinal.
We just saw Arlington Heights advance to the finals. Joining them will either be Pascal or Texas Academy of Biomedical Science, TABS for short.
Here to entertain us tonight is the Southwest High School Jazz Band. Give us a wave, band!
They're so good. And bringing you this live production, advanced media students from Southwest High School, including the two of us.
Now, we're very excited to have this person asking the questions tonight. He's a Southwest High School graduate and someone you see at early mornings on television.
Please welcome the anchor of WFAA's Daybreak, Mark Istook. Mark?
Thank you, Melody and Bailey. I think they are having as much fun as anybody here tonight, but hopefully you guys can join in on the fun as well. I first want to just get a round of applause for our competitors from Pascal and the Texas Academy of Biomedical Sciences. And as I mentioned earlier this evening, as a graduate from Southwest High School and Fort Worth ISD, it is just really special for me to be back here. I don't know that I ever would have guessed as a middle schooler I would be here in this seat giving the questions to some folks competing in Whiz Quiz, but it's pretty cool for me to come full circle and just see what you guys have accomplished. Although, I must say, I think you have your work cut out for you because we had a great show in that first matchup. So you guys have some big shoes to fill in the second round, but I feel confident that you both will. Let's meet you guys before we get started. So I'll start off with the team on my left. Pascal High School, could you introduce yourself from left to right, please?
I'm Elise Stewart.
I'm Jonathan Feldman.
I'm Jude White.
I'm Jesse Durham.
Great. A round of applause again. Now to our team from the Texas Academy of Biomedical Sciences.
I'm Malachi Hilburn. I am Mark Hatarki.
I'm Nathaniel Scott.
I'm Paul Morrison.
Great. Again, congratulations. Before we get started, I want to introduce some folks up here at the table with me. Fort Worth ISD's Chief Academic Officer, our moderator this evening, Dr. Marcy Sorensen. And the Director of Gifted and Talented Services and Whiz Quiz Director, our scorekeeper and timekeeper, and also the guy that flicks me if I get something wrong tonight, Michael Fouché. You ready? You excited? Yeah. Nervous? Yeah. Let's get this thing started, shall we? All right, our first round starts with 10 toss-up questions that are worth 10 points each. Each question can earn teams 2 bonus questions as well. Teams, are you ready? Let's get going. Our first question for both teams. What first name is shared by current Italian Prime Minister Draghi, ice hockey legend Lemieux, and a red-capped plumber who is named Tabs?
Mario.
Mario is correct. The next question for you. What character who sells a boy named Zuri to a sailor and who gives a companion the name Friday is shipwrecked on an island in a book by Daniel Defoe?
Robinson Crusoe.
That's correct. Next question for Tabs. What novel by William Styron centers on a Catholic woman who is forced to decide which of her children will die at Auschwitz?
Gables.
We're looking for Sophie's Choice. Sophie's Choice. All right, next question for both teams. What phenomenon, which is measured by changes in the CPI and reduces purchasing power, is a general Tabs? That is not correct. I'll finish reading the question. What phenomenon, which is measured by changes in the CPI and reduces purchasing power, is a general rise over time in the costs of goods and services? Pascal.
Inflation.
Inflation is correct. Next question for Pascal. What company, which was founded in 2010 and received FDA fast track approval in 2021 for an RSV vaccine, is named for its vaccine's modified ribonucleic acid?
Moderna.
Moderna is correct. Next question, also for you. What scientist who names a unit measuring air ionization due to radiation won the first Nobel Prize in physics for the discovery of X-rays?
Sievert.
That's incorrect. Wilhelm Röntgen. Next question for both teams. A coordinate system using r, phi, and theta is named for what geometric Tabs? Incorrect. Is named for what geometric shape whose surface area is 4 pi r squared and whose volume is 4/3 pi r cubed? Pascal.
Sphere.
Sphere is correct. Next question for you. What city, the headquarters of the telecom company Ericsson, names a syndrome in which hostages bond with captors?
Stockholm.
Did you buzz in? Oh, that was your question. Sorry. Yes, Stockholm is correct. Yes. Next question for you. What city on the Bagmati River was devastated by an April 2015 earthquake and is the capital of Nepal?
Kathmandu.
Kathmandu is correct. Next question for both teams. What author, who died in 2021 at age 104, wrote a series of children's Tabs?
Beverly Cleary.
That's correct. Next question for you. What person's effigy is burned in bonfires on November 5th, a holiday that celebrates the failure of his plot to blow up Parliament in 1605?
Guy Fawkes. Final answer.
That's correct. Next question for Tabs. What man, who led the expedition to the Thousand in 1860 and had followers known as Red Shirts, was the military leader of Italian unification?
Garibaldi. Final answer.
Garibaldi is correct. Next question for both teams. In September 2021, Haven, Wisconsin hosted the 43rd edition of what biennial contest comprising 28 match play events between U.S. and European golfers? Tabs.
The American Open?
That is incorrect. Pascal. Also incorrect. We were looking for the Ryder Cup. Next question for both teams. What Greek goddess had an epithet meaning cow-eyed, rode in a chariot pulled by peacocks? Pascal.
Hera?
Yes, Hera is correct. Next question for Pascal. Which lobe of the brain governs executive functions, is the largest of the four lobes, and is located, as its name suggests, near the forehead?
Frontal.
Frontal is correct, and I'm sure Tabs wishes they had that question. Next question for Pascal. What gene editing technique derived from the bacterial immune system uses the enzyme Cas9 to cut DNA?
Splicing.
Incorrect. CRISPR. CRISPR. Yet another one I'm sure you wish you had. Next question, this one for both teams. From 1538 to 1541, Geneva banned what reformer who wrote Institutes of the Christian Religion during his exile and advocated predestination? Pascal.
Calvin.
John Calvin is correct. Next question for Pascal. What character who enjoys eating thistles and is prone to losing his tail was introduced in A.A. Milne's book, Winnie the Pooh, and is a gloomy donkey?
Eeyore.
Eeyore is right. Next question for you. What singer who made her Broadway debut as Maureen in Rent is better known for playing Elphaba in Wicked?
Idina Menzel.
Idina Menzel is the right answer. Next question for both teams. What basketball player who pioneered the skyhook shot changed his name in 1971 after converting to a new religion? Pascal.
Michael Jordan.
Incorrect. Tabs?
Kobe.
Also incorrect. Anyone in the audience? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Next question for both teams. What war in which retreating troops were bombed on the Highway of Death was codenamed, Tabs?
The Gulf War.
We will accept that. Yes, the Gulf War. Next question for you. What city's landmarks included Louis Sullivan's Wainwright Building and a steel structure shaped like a weighted catenary called the Gateway Arch?
Chicago.
Incorrect. Pascal? Oh, I'm sorry. That was your question. Sorry. Next question for you. In 2021, the Caldor Fire and the Dixie Fire became the first wildfires known to have crossed the peaks of what mountain range in eastern California?
The Rockies.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Sierra Nevada. Our 10th and final question in this round for both teams. What planet was studied by the Cassini-Huygens mission, has moons named Enceladus, Mimas, and Titan, and is the Pascal?
Jupiter.
That is incorrect. Tabs?
Saturn.
Saturn is correct. Next question for Tabs. Efficiently storing a Boolean value takes how much computer memory? The same amount that can be stored in a flip-flop circuit.
2.
The answer is 1 bit. Next question for you. What letter is the name of a programming language that influenced other languages whose names add sharp and plus plus after this letter?
C.
C is correct. That ends our first round. Round of applause for both teams. We'll take a quick break while we tabulate the scores and give you guys a second to rest as we send it back to Bailey and Melody.
Thanks, Mark. Well, there's a lot more to come, including highlights from 2 other Whiz Quiz championships.
In case you missed it earlier, during this break, we'll show you what happened at the 6th grade finals and the middle school finals. You know you want to see who won.
finals of the 6th grade Whiz Quiz competition.
This Soviet leader at the time, and the pulmonary artery takes blood from this organ for 10 points.
The sport of knowledge was on full display last month during the Fort Worth ISD 6th grade and middle school Whiz Quiz finals.
First bonus question.
The matches held at the TCC South Collegiate High School campus were the first in-person matches in over 2 years.
Pennsylvania.
That is correct.
The 6th grade final featured the Benbrook Middle Bobcats and the Stripling Hornets. Despite entering the playoff tournaments in second place, the Bobcats prevailed over the Hornets and were awarded the championship trophy by Fort Worth ISD director Michael Flusha.
6th grade district champions, Benbrook Middle. Are you ready for our finals match here in the 7th and 8th grade Whiz Quiz competition?
In the middle school division, the final match featured the McLean Cardinals against the WLI Griffins.
Carry out our bonus question for number 5.
Our final answer is Haley's comment.
That is correct. This author's epilepsy.
After a close contest, the Cardinals were victorious.
And our champions of the 7th and 8th grade division, let's hear it for McLean.
And hoisted the championship trophy. What a season it has been! From virtual matches to in-person students and coaches adapting to make this season an unforgettable experience. With the competition intense, the matches close, and the tradition of the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz very much alive.
Let me tell you about what we're doing. All of you are admitted to Paul Quinn, and all of you have the ability to bring 2 people with you.
My name is Oriana Barnes, and my question is, do you have any programs dealing with graphic design?
Did y'all have any business programs for a man who wants to be his own boss?
So yes, we have a legal studies program. It does quite well.
The opportunity to have this institution, this district, this community put their arms around you is something that you need to appreciate, and you need to take advantage of it.
I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially for a lot of our students, because we're minorities, and a lot of our parents and people in our family weren't able to go to college.
This morning we held a town hall meeting with the students from Fort Worth Dunbar, O.D. Wyatt, Eastern Hills, the Young Men's Leadership Academy, and the Young Women's Leadership Academy. And these are the students that we admitted because they have 3.0s or better.
Since you are an HBCU college, how do I fit in the plan as a Hispanic person?
20% of our students are Latino.
The thing is, what you know now is that you have the choice. Someone does believe in you. Someone has put the resources behind you.
My whole family, we're excited. We're ready for this new chapter in the family. I'm ready to have the opportunity to become who I want to be.
That's the award-winning Southwest High School Jazz Band directed by Mr. Adam Kramer. Let's give him a hand. All right, here I have Mr. Anael Huevalos, a school board member. So here's my question. How does Whiz Quiz benefit the students?
It gives them knowledge, awareness, and confidence.
All right, you got it here, folks. Thank you so much for listening.
Welcome back to Whiz Quiz, the sport of knowledge. In the break, you saw highlights from the 6th grade finals. Now we want to introduce you to the winning team in person. Stand up, Benbrook. Yeah. Killing it. Woo! Go, Benbrook.
You also saw exciting moments from the middle school finals. We got the winning team right here, McLean Middle School.
Stand up, McLean.
Congratulations to Benbrook and McLean and all our 6th grade and middle school teams. And now our high school teams are all ready for round 2. And that's my favorite part, the lightning round. Take it away, Mark.
Thank you, Melody and Bailey. A round of applause for our hosts. Update on the scores as we head into our lightning round. It is currently Pascal 100 to the Texas Academy of Biomedical Sciences with 80. So you guys will kick us off in this round. And do we have any new contestants? You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Emma Milton.
Hello, Emma. And how about all the same over here? Okay, great. So as we kick off our lightning round, you have 60 seconds to answer up to 10 questions. And Tabs, since you are in second place right now, you get to choose from among 4 categories. Titles in titles, cities in religious history, German loanwords, and 1968.
Let's go with the cities.
Cities in religious history. Here we go. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock. As we begin. City Muhammad fled in 622.
Mecca.
That's correct. City where Gaspard de Coligny's assassination sparked the St. Bartholomew's Day massacre.
Dublin.
Incorrect. City whose Potala Palace the Dalai Lama fled in 1959.
Tibet.
Incorrect. Juan Diego reported Marian visions atop a hill here.
Pass.
Future state capital founded by Mormons in 1847.
Salt Lake City.
Microstate guaranteed independence in the Lateran Treaty.
Pass.
French town where Joan of Arc burned at the stake.
Pass category.
Okay. So what now? Yeah, I've got. BCD. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Pascal, your chance to steal some points here. Cities in religious history. We begin. The city where Gaspard de Coligny's assassination sparked the St. Bartholomew's Day massacre.
Paris.
Paris is correct. City whose Potala Palace the Dalai Lama fled in 1959.
Lhasa.
Lhasa is correct. Juan Diego reported Marian visions atop a hill here.
Jerusalem.
Incorrect. Microstate guaranteed independence in the Lateran Treaty.
Vatican.
Vatican is correct. French town where Joan of Arc was burned at the stake.
Calais.
Calais. The answer was Rouen. And the other answer for, the city whose Potala Palace the Dalai Lama fled in 1959 was Lhasa. Oh, you did? Well, which one did we miss here? Oh, the Juan Diego reported Marian visions atop a hill in Guadalupe, Mexico City, etc. All right, Pascal, you get to choose between titles in titles, German loanwords, and 1968.
Titles.
Titles in titles. Again, you have 60 seconds to answer these questions. Here we go. You're going to give the royal or noble title, such as Duchess, that fills in the blank in the names of these works. Some answers may repeat. Alexander Dumas's novel, The Blank of Monte Cristo.
Count.
Correct. William Golding's novel, Blank of the Flies.
Lord.
Wallace Stevens' poem, The Blank of Ice Cream.
King.
Incorrect. Oscar Wilde's play, Blank Windermere's Fan.
Queen.
Incorrect. T.H. White's novel, The Once and Future Blank.
King.
King is correct. D.H. Lawrence's novel, Blank Chatterley's Lover.
Lady.
Lady is correct. Edmund Spenser's epic poem, The Fairy Blank.
Queen.
Correct. Rudyard Kipling's short story, The Man Who Would Be Blank.
King.
King is correct. Eugene O'Neill's play, The Blank Jones.
Lord.
Incorrect. Joseph Conrad's novel, Blank Jim.
Lord.
That is correct. You got 7 correct. There are 3 up for grabs for tabs. Are you ready? Again, give the royal or noble title, such as Duchess, that fills in the blank in the names of these works. Answers might repeat. Wallace Stevenson's poem, The Blank of Ice Cream.
The Duke.
Incorrect. Oscar Wilde's play, Blank Windermere's Fan.
Lord.
Incorrect. Eugene O'Neill's play, The Blank Jones.
Saint.
Incorrect. Going back, it was The Emperor of Ice Cream, Lady Windermere's Fan, and The Emperor Jones. So that wraps up our lightning round. Guys, you can take a quick break while we add our totals up as we send things back to Melody and Bailey.
Thanks, Mark. That was some fast thinking.
And now it's the audience's turn. Let's see if we can find our friend Leslie Gonzalez. There she is, lining up players for...
Ben, can I get a drum roll?
Are You Smarter Than a Whiz Quizzer? Sponsored by Pizza Snob.
Leslie, who's your first contestant?
Thank you, Melody and Bailey. Here we have our contestants lining up for Are You Smarter Than a Whiz Quizzer? Here comes our first contestant now. What's your name?
My name is Jason.
Give it up for Jason, everyone. And who are you here supporting today?
Hey, Heights.
Go, Arlington Heights! All right. Are you ready for your question?
Ready.
It's on the screen. What explorer was accompanied by navigator Fred Noonan near Howland Island when she disappeared in 1937 during an attempt to fly around the globe?
That would be Amelia Earhart.
Let's look at the screen. You are correct. And you get a gift bag.
Thank you.
Here comes our next contestant. And what's your name?
Harry.
That's a cool name. Give it up for Harry, everyone. And who are you supporting today?
Pascal.
Go Pascal! Let's look at your question. In 2019, the streaming service Hulu revived what former teen drama that stars Kristen Bell as a detective from Neptune, California?
Oh, Veronica Mars.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Let's look at the screen. You are correct. You get a gift bag. And here comes our last contestant. What's your name?
Caesar.
Give it up for Caesar, everyone. And who are you supporting today? Give it up for everyone. Yeah, all right. Your question's on the board. What state, which is home to a building called the Corn Palace, has a memorial in the Black Hills commemorating 4 presidents and Mount Rushmore?
South Dakota.
Let's look at the screen. And you are right. And you'll get a gift back. Thank you so much, everyone, for playing Whiz Quiz.
That was so much fun.
Well, that brings us to round 2. Mark, it's all yours.
Thank you, Bailey and Melody. As we begin round 3. Teams, you made it this far. Let's update everybody on the score right now. It is currently Haskell with 200 points to the Texas Academy of Biomedical Sciences with 100 points. This is our, yeah, let's hear it for both teams. Yeah, that was great. This is our third and final round, and it functions just like our first round does, where we have 10 questions up for grabs. Of course, if you get that question correct, you have 2 bonus questions you can potentially answer as well. Each question is worth 10 points. Our first question is for both teams. Oh, I'm sorry. Did we introduce our... Thank you for the reminder. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Amy Ebeling.
Amy, thank you. Welcome. Now we're ready. Appreciate the reminder. Our first question for both teams. A 2007 book by Charles Taylor is about what process, named from a Latin term for a time period in which a society becomes less religious? Pascal.
Secularism?
Yes, secularization is the answer we're looking for. You get that question, and you get the opportunity to answer this one. In 2021, France protested what non-European country's new security pact with U.S. and Britain, which may include allowing U.S. submarines to be based in Perth?
Australia.
Australia is correct. Next question for Pascal. What river, which drains the Great Slave Lake and is named for a Scottish explorer, empties into the Beaufort Sea and is the longest river in Canada?
Mackenzie.
That is correct. Our next question for both teams. In a William Shakespeare play, what son of Polonius dies from a wound from a poisoned sword in a... Pascal.
Laertes.
Laertes is correct. Next question for Pascal. What element obtained from the greenish ore malachite can oxidize to give the verdigris found on old statues and is still used to coat the least valuable American coin?
Copper.
Copper is right. Next question. Zigzag lines on a circuit diagram are used to depict what components that obstruct the flow of electric current?
Resistors.
Resistors is correct. Next question for both teams. What Dutch chemist proposed that carbon's bonds form tetrahedrons in names of value for colligative properties denoted I, that is his namesake factor? Tabs?
Van der Waals?
That is not correct. Pascal? Incorrect. Van't Hoff. Van't Hoff. Our next question for both teams. In 1945, many crew members from what U.S. cruiser, after delivering parts for the Little Boy atomic bomb, were eaten by sharks when the ship sank? Tabs.
The Portman?
That is incorrect. Pascal?
The Iowa?
Is the USS Indianapolis. Next question for both teams. What property, which Henry's law says is proportional to a gas's partial pressure, is identified by KSP and is a substance's, Pascal?
Solubility.
Solubility is correct. Next question for you. What painter of the Burial of the Count of Orgaz and View of Toledo had a nickname that reflected his Hellenic heritage?
El Greco.
El Greco is correct. Next question, also for you. What artist, who sculpted Marie von Gerdum in his work Little Dancer of 14 Years, also created many impressionist paintings of ballerinas?
Degas.
Degas is correct. Next question for both teams. What fascist regime, led by Philip Pétain, was a puppet state of the Nazis during World War II? Pascal.
Slovakia.
That is incorrect. Tabs.
Vichy France?
That is correct. Next question goes to you. What island, whose southern portion is called Kalimantan, lies north of the Java Sea and is divided between Brunei, Malaysia, and Indonesia? Captain?
Papua?
That is incorrect. Borneo is what we're looking for. Next question for you. What most populous city in Costa Rica also serves as its capital?
Belmopan?
The correct answer, San Jose. Next question for both teams. What musical in which an angel tells Frenchie to go back to high school in Beauty... Pascal?
Greece.
Greece is correct. Now that music's going to be in my head all night, too. Next question for Pascal. What plant tissue, which contains tracheids and vessel elements, functions in transpiration, pull to transport water, and is found alongside phloem?
Xylem.
Xylem is correct. In physics, what term refers to any process that reduces the oscillation amplitude of an oscillatory system?
Drag.
Damping. Damping is what we were looking for. Next question for both teams. What molecular geometry is exhibited by sulfur dioxide in which the central sulfur atom has two lone pairs? Pascal.
Bent.
Bent is correct. Next question for Pascal. What author who wrote about a clerk who says that he would prefer not to work in Bartleby, the Scrivener, wrote about Captain Ahab and Moby Dick?
Melville.
That is correct. Next question. What book in which a man who lights a lamp every minute meets a boy from asteroid B612 was written by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry about a small royal?
Little Prince.
The Little Prince is correct. Next question for both teams. After he was incapacitated by a stroke, what Democratic president's duties were largely assumed? Pascal?
Wilson.
Woodrow Wilson is correct. Next question for Pascal. What cultural movement of the 1920s, whose members included poets Claude McKay and County Cullen, was named after a black neighborhood in Manhattan?
Harlem Renaissance.
That is correct. Next question for Pascal. Screenwriter Dalton Trumbo and other members of the Hollywood 10 were targeted by what anti-communist committee in the House of Representatives?
Anti-Soviet Committee.
It's the House Un-American Activities Committee. Our 20th final question for both teams. What 20th century Austrian philosopher created a thought experiment involving a beetle in a box in his book Philosophical Investigations? Pascal. Say that again.
Wittgenstein.
That is correct. Next question for Pascal. What leader who was briefly married to Zachary Taylor's daughter served alongside Vice President Alexander Stephens as President of the Confederacy?
Davis.
Davis is correct. Jefferson Davis. Last question. Kabul's main international airport is named after what man who served as president of Afghanistan from 2001 to 2014?
No answer.
The answer was Hamid Karzai. And that concludes our third and final round. Let's hear it for our competitors. We will take a quick break while we count up the totals.
Thanks, Mark. Everybody, get ready.
When we come back, we'll find out who's going to the finals. Don't go away.
ISD's first esports teams.
Game 2 has just been won by the blue team.
Seem to have a 1v1 here between a villager and a pit, probably in sudden death here.
Today we're having our kickoff event for our esports competitions here in Fort Worth ISD. It also serves as a test event, so we can be ready for our larger meet that we're going to host in the spring.
Esports has brought that video game culture into an environment in school where they can build teamwork, they can build that camaraderie. They have an opportunity for college scholarships and even professional opportunities, and it really builds on that, and it's an area that's about to explode both statewide and nationally.
Like right here, we're working together as a team to reach our goal, and then a company could use us as well to reach our goal, like stocks or something like that.
We know students are successful in our schools in their academics, but in order for them to want to continue being in school, they need something to grab onto. Esports can serve as that.
We were playing a match of Smash Bros. 3v3. We ended up losing,
but it was fun.
People think, oh, well, it's just kids playing video games, and it's really not. It's students developing life strategies and really building life skills and lifelong opportunities for these students.
Team Dr. Ballinger going for an amazing down air. What we were doing earlier today was shoutcasting, which is basically speaking over the gameplay and giving commentary on what's going on. Kind of like you would see on top of a football game or something like that. Red team seems to have won with Sonic.
This is a story of the three little pigs.
Good afternoon, Harley-Beale Eagles. How are y'all doing? Yeah. We all know how important reading is, right?
Then one day the farmer told him...
Right now, you're learning how to read, and many of you are already transitioning to reading to learn.
And he huffed and puffed.
Fort Worth ISD is proud to be part of Readers Become Leaders. This is our 4th year participating in this program.
I think it's wonderful because it helps children learn how to read.
We are having a competition, a friendly competition, in which students will log how many minutes they read over a period of 10 weeks.
We're going to read Bear's New Friend.
You're also going to hear from some TCU athletes, and they are all leaders and all great readers too. Reading helps you learn about everything from science to sports to animals like Clifford, the big red dog.
Today's a really special day for us because we get to recognize the importance of reading.
I like reading because it can encourage me and I get to read more books that I don't know.
Splash and have fun in the hot summer sun with Bear's New Friend. And that's the end.
And now we're here, standing by. Thanks, Southwest Jazz Band. We are now here with the principals of both schools. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Jack Hinson, principal of TABS. Troy Langston, principal of Pasco High School.
All right, so the first question is, what do you like about Whiz Quiz?
What I like about Whiz Quiz is that, first off, these guys are brilliant and it gives them a chance to show that off. It also gives them a chance to hang out with like-minded friends.
Right. And you?
I love the teamwork, I love the energy, and I love knowing some of the questions.
Right. And so, guys, what messages do you have for your coaches and students?
I think the message I have for them is, first off, just be yourself. You guys rock it. Be yourself. Enjoy the time. Enjoy the competition. There's no losers here.
Totally. And what about you?
Enjoy time with each other and get better all the time.
Get better all the time. Words to live by.
Everybody, this is it. We have a winner of our first high school semifinal.
Here are Mark Istook, Michael Fluchet, and Dr. Marcy Sorensen to present the trophies. Mark?
Thank you very much, ladies. Yet again, I want to hear it for our competitors from TABS and Pascal High School. So one team will advance to our finals. One team, their journey ends here at the semifinals. I will let you take it away.
Alrighty, it was a great match. These are two great teams. Some of our highest performing players on these two teams right here. With a score of 380 to 120, our winners are Pascal. Great job, Pascal. They are headed on to our championship match here in a second. And that goes, because they are a semifinalist, they'll be competing for a trophy here in a second. But for right now, our semifinalists, a big round of applause for TABS.
Again, congrats to both teams. Pascal, we'll see you in the finals coming up against Arlington Heights. We'll take a quick break while we get everything reset and get ready for our final.
One more time, congratulations, Pascal. You're going to the finals.
Yay! And the championship match is next.
But first, we want to thank our audience and everyone watching, plus tonight's sponsor, Pizza Snob, for taking care of the crew.
The pizza was sure yummy, wasn't it?
It was so good. And how about some more music? We'll see you in a few minutes.
industry-driven Gold Seal programs and schools of choice offer Fort Worth ISD families and students the power of choice, now more than ever, to go beyond the basic, beyond the traditional, to find the pathway that's a match to a student's interest, goals, and learning style. And just look at the programs and schools to choose from. You've got goals and dreams for the future. We've got a high school experience to match.
There you go.
They can sign up.
Fort Worth ISD Gold Seal programs of choice are built for dreamers like you.
You do one simple.
The problem solvers, the curious minds, the creators of art and ideas. Gold Seal programs deliver expert guidance, your checklist, hands-on learning, certifications, college credits, and community partners who support your learning. A great example? Our P-Tech early college high schools that combine high school, college, and career. So the idea is to grow. Students can earn an associate degree.
Ready to go?
Visit job sites, build relationships, and develop workplace skills and knowledge. Our partners enrich every Gold Seal program, open doors to careers, and put you ahead of the herd. There's a Gold Seal pathway to fit your interests.
So let's give it a shot.
Whether it's making machines run better and fly higher,
Sales inside of it. Can you replace it better?
or improving health
Do you have any allergies?
and housing. Whether it's serving on the front lines,
Are y'all set? All right, we're ready.
or protecting citizens online.
Yeah, moving all the frames.
Bring your biggest dreams and determination here,
Really great product.
where you belong, in a Fort Worth ISD program of choice.
Take graphic.
Your choice. The atmosphere is electric at Fort Worth ISD Gold Seal Schools of Choice. These smaller, well-focused learning communities prepare students for college and careers in the most innovative ways.
This combines art and math.
Now we know what to do.
Every school day hums with activity and empowerment at Young Men's Leadership Academy and Young Women's Leadership Academy.
Come across one.
Future leaders are at work here, gaining knowledge, experiences, and character, while developing lifelong strategies for success. Move toward your dreams at the IM Terrell Academy for STEM and VPA. On the STEM side, students design and problem solve in a high-tech makerspace. In VPA, students train in state-of-the-art studios and perform in a magnificent hall. The school's Cowan Academy in the Humanities elevates the study of literature, history, art, and philosophy. Imagine learning multiple languages, exploring global cultures, and taking academic courses in English and Spanish. The World Languages Institute is perfect for students from Spanish immersion and dual language programs, and anyone else eager to learn Spanish immersion style. Early college high schools merge high school, college, and career. Students go to school on Tarrant County College campuses and can earn an associate degree for free. Marine Creek Collegiate High School focuses on high academic achievement and skills for success.
Got a slightly movable
The Texas Academy of Biomedical Sciences is a hub of health science studies with hands-on laboratory learning supported by medical industry partners. TCC South Fort Worth ISD Collegiate High takes industry partnerships to a new level. It's the district's first P-Tech early college high school. Partners such as Encore and the Fort Worth Water Department help students build skills that industries want.
Clap your wings.
Schools of choice are not just for older students. Collectively, 4 applied learning academies serve kindergarten through the 8th grade. Students apply their knowledge to solve real-life issues as they investigate the bigger world.
Classics taken 2 times.
Our Montessori program guides kindergarten through 8th grade students in multi-age classrooms that are safe and respectful. Students work through lessons, interact with others, cultivate self-discipline, and take early ownership of their education. A great start to a lifetime of learning.
I'm from Kentucky. I'm from Longview, Texas.
I didn't know what to expect, honestly, coming in, but Fort Worth ISD Career Fair has super exceeded my expectations.
Hello, how are you?
We've been faced with a crisis of a teacher shortage throughout the nation, and especially the DFW Metroplex. And today's event is an intentional event to really focus on engaging December graduates and anyone that might have been hesitant about returning to the workplace.
This is my first event as a prospective teacher, so I was a little nervous, but all the principals have been really friendly and welcoming, and I've enjoyed myself so far.
We're interviewing them one-on-one based on vacancy and certifications. They sit with the interview team from the school, usually composed of the principal and AP. Upon successful completion, they're offered a letter of intent. That's where the money comes in. So if we get them to start now, we'll give them an extra $1,000.
When I received the letter of intent, I was super excited because it's surreal. I'm actually going to be a Fort Worth ISD teacher. I can really make a difference within society and help my students succeed.
I signed on with Leonard Middle School.
Just in about 30 seconds, we both clicked, and we just couldn't stop talking about the possibility of her joining our team. And
the people here are so nice, and they really just want every student to succeed, and that's what I look forward to as well.
We're excited to see this great turnout today. A lot of happy principals and a lot of happy future teachers for our district.
I know the district's really excited to be offering those signing bonuses for so many different things, and that's really added a lot of excitement that I think some of the applicants weren't really even expecting.
I start January 10th, 2022, and I'm super excited for my new beginnings. I feel like it's where I want to be.
The outcome is that we have a great teacher in front of students providing great first instruction. You can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Oh, these are my type of people.
I am humbled to have my work recognized and thrilled that the everyday workings and goings-on of my classroom have resonated with others. Introducing kids in Fort Worth ISD to the passion and joy and sorrow of Mozart and Verdi and Puccini gives me such a deep joy, and the kids really like it too. I worried that the classroom would make me restless or that I would forget the shift, and also I was terrified of teaching middle school boys to sing. I still kind of am. But to my delight, the opposite is true. The deep joy I find in connecting with students and guiding them as they explore music making far surpasses any audience's favor. And as it turns out, there is more beauty in watching students create and grow than there ever was in any aria or overture. Thank you for your recognition.
We have two teams left here tonight in the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz Finals. We have Pascal High School.
And over here we have Arlington Heights.
These teams have fought hard to make it to the finals. Let's see who wins. Let's play Whiz Quiz.
Mental workout.
Welcome to the finals. Is everybody ready?
It's time to play the sport of knowledge. Welcome to the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz.
That is correct.
Welcome to the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz High School Finals. I'm Ren Singleton.
And I'm Sophia Wu. And set to face off for the championships are Arlington Heights and Pascal.
And still rocking it between the rounds, the Southwest High School Jazz Band. You guys are doing a great job.
And now the action really kicks in.
So let's get to it. Here's WFAA anchor Mark Istook to take us to round one. Mark?
Sophia and Ren, thank you very much. And quick round of applause to everybody who's here tonight, by the way. I know how much it matters to our competitors this evening to have mom or dad or other folks in the audience supporting them, other teachers that have meant a lot to them in the audience. So thank you guys all for being here. Again, as I've said earlier this evening, I'm a Fort Worth ISD graduate, Southwest High School, class of 1994. So it's a special moment for me to be here, and I just wanted to share kind of a quick aside with you guys. As a Whiz quiz competitor in middle school, the biggest moment for me, one time we're competing, and the moderator's asking the question, which state's teams? And I accidentally buzz in. And it's like a cricket. And in my head, I'm like, which state's teams? New York? Correct. So may the stroke of lightning luck that hit me that day fall on all of your shoulders as you get ready to compete in this final. Want to introduce the folks up here at the table with me as well. We've got our scorekeeper, Michael Fluchet, Director of Gifted and Talented Services, and our Whiz Quiz Director. And Fort Worth ISD's Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Marcy Sorensen. Guys, you know how this works. In the first round, we have 10 questions up for grabs. They are worth 10 points each. Before we get started, I want to give each team a chance to introduce themselves. Pascal, take it away.
My name's Elise Stewart.
I'm Jonathan Feldman.
I'm Jude White.
I'm Jesse Durham.
I'm
Heights.
Oh, sorry. I'm Issa Yovanovich.
I'm William Hughes.
I'm Ishika Acharya.
And I'm Ben Moon.
Okay, guys, good luck. Our first question. Which state's teams... No, I'm kidding. Our real first question. What river, whose source is at Mount Hermon, empties into the Dead Sea and borders a namesake...
Jordan. Jordan River.
Jordan is correct. Next question to Pascal. What businessman who is dead as a doornail delivers a ghostly warning to his former partner Ebenezer Scrooge in Charles Dickens's A Christmas Carol?
Marley.
Jacob Marley is correct. Next question. Federico Garcia Lorca wrote a lament for the death of a member of what dangerous profession, which is shared by Pedro Romero in The Sun Also Rises?
Cowboy.
We were looking for bullfighter. Bullfighter. Our next question is for both teams. What Shakespeare play in which Don John's scheme against Hero is foiled by the inept Constable Dogberry ends with Benedict's marriage to Beatrice? Pascal.
The Merry Wives of Windsor.
Incorrect. Heights? Correct. Much Ado About Nothing. The next question is to Heights. What federal agency is currently led by Bill Nelson, launched its Lucy project in 2021, and is a science agency responsible for space exploration?
NASA.
NASA is correct. Next question, also for Heights. What phenomenon occurs below the Curie temperature when all magnetic moments are aligned in the same direction and is naturally present in iron?
Defer.
Ferromagnetism is correct. Our next question is for both teams. What disease, nicknamed the 100-day cough, is characterized by paroxysmal gasps and has a vaccine combined with those for diphtheria and tetanus? Pascal.
Whooping cough.
Yes, pertussis or whooping cough. Both are acceptable. You get the next question. What president who created CHIP after his health care reform bill failed, enacted the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy, and won the 1992 election?
Clinton.
Clinton is correct. What man, prior to being arrested at a parley by the forces of Jean-Baptiste Brunet in 1802, was the main leader of the Haitian Revolution?
L'Ouverture.
That is correct. Our next question is for both teams. What surname was shared by the winning British commander at the Battle of Blenheim and the Prime Minister who replaced Neville Chamberlain in 1940? Pascal.
Churchill.
Churchill is correct. The next question is for Pascal. What country, which contains the ancestral homeland of the Igbo people, is the most populous in Africa and is home to the cities of Abuja and Lagos?
Nigeria.
Nigeria is correct. In 2005, what planned city replaced Yangon as the capital of Myanmar?
Naipeng.
Sorry, it's Naypyidaw. Naypyidaw was correct. Next question is for both teams. What present verb form, exemplified by the form of die in the phrase I'm dying, is sometimes confused with a gerund and may be described, yes. Correct. Participle. Next question is for Heights. What TV show, whose third season ended with the Silver Jubilee and Princess Margaret's divorce, featured Claire Foy and Olivia Colman as Elizabeth II?
The Crown.
The Crown is correct. What German documentarian and director of Aguirre, The Wrath of God, and Fitzcarraldo portrays a character called the Client in The Mandalorian?
No answer.
Werner Herzog. Next question for both teams. What rapper behind the albums Reasonable Doubt and The Blueprint, who also collaborated with Kanye West on Watch the Throne, is married to Beyonce? Pascal.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is correct. Next question for Pascal. Which novel in which Laurie Lawrence's marriage proposal is rejected by Joe centers on the four March sisters and was written by Louisa May Alcott?
Little Women.
Little Women is right. Next question for Pascal. What author wrote about a society in Gilded Age New York City in novels like The House of Mirth?
Salinger.
Edith Wharton was the answer we were looking for. Next question for both teams. What state, which in 2021 voted to become the first to divest from fossil fuels, has the only Republican senator from New England? Susan Collins. Maine is correct. Heights. Next question is for you. What quantity equals the cross product of displacement and force, is the rotational equivalent of force, and can make a stationary object spin?
Defer.
Torque is the answer. Next question for Arlington Heights. What branch of chemistry deals with the relationships of masses and moles of reactants and products in chemical reactions?
Stoichiometry.
Stoichiometry is correct. Next question for both teams. Reptiles, birds, and mammals belong to a clade of animals named after what membrane or sac that encloses the developing embryo? Pascal.
Zygote.
That is incorrect. Sorry. Heights? No, we were looking for amniotic. Amniotic. Next question is for both teams. What author described Thomas Marvel's theft of notebooks from Griffin, a scientist who stops his own body from reflecting light, in The Invisible Man? H.G. Wells. Pascal, that is correct. Next question is for you. In what present-day country, where the Musket Wars took place, did the Treaty of Waitangi result in the UK annexing it from its Maori natives?
New Zealand.
New Zealand is correct. Next question for Pascal. What country's only king, who reigned from 1928 until the Italian conquest in 1939, was former President Ahmet-Zogu, who proclaimed himself King Zog I?
Albania.
Albania is right. Our 10th question of this round for both teams. In what battle, where Albert Sidney Johnston died, did Ulysses Grant's troops counterattack to defeat Confederates in 1862? Yes, Shiloh. We'll accept that. Next question for Arlington Heights. What word, which titles a simple piano song that begins with F and G, played together 6 times, identified eating utensils common in East Asia?
Chopsticks.
Chopsticks is correct. Our last question for Heights. What Italian word meaning joke is often used to describe the fast movement of a standard classical era symphony?
Presto.
That is incorrect. You want to weigh in? Scherzo. Scherzo was what we were looking for. All right, that ends our first round. Let's hear it for our competitors from Pascal and Arlington Heights. We'll take a moment to add up the scores while we send things back to Ren and Sophia.
Very impressive. Also impressive, the real-world learning that you're seeing here tonight.
If you're just joining us, this live production is brought to you by students in the Southwest High School Gold Seal Advanced Media Program, taught by Mrs. Darcy McCready.
The great Mrs. Darcy McCready. Everyone learned something at Whiz Quiz. Stick around for more.
Welcome to the finals of the 6th grade Whiz Quiz competition.
This Soviet leader at the time, and the pulmonary artery takes blood from this organ for 10 points.
The sport of knowledge was on full display last month during the Fort Worth ISD 6th grade and middle school Whiz Quiz finals.
First bonus question.
The matches held at the TCC South Collegiate High School campus were the first in-person matches in over 2 years.
Pennsylvania? That is correct.
The 6th grade final featured the Benbrook Middle Bobcats and the Stripling Hornets. Despite entering the playoff tournaments in second place, the Bobcats prevailed over the Hornets and were awarded the championship trophy by Fort Worth ISD director Michael Flusha.
6th grade district champions, Benbrook. Are you ready for our finals match here in the 7th and 8th grade Whiz Quiz competition?
In the middle school division, the final match featured the McLean Cardinals against the WLI Griffins.
Carry out our bonus question for number 5.
Our final answer is Haley's comment.
That is correct. This author's epilepsy.
After a close contest, the Cardinals were victorious.
And our champions of the 7th and 8th grade division, let's hear it for McLean.
And hoisted the championship trophy. What a season it has been! From virtual matches to in-person students and coaches adapting to make this season an unforgettable experience. With the competition intense, the matches close, and the tradition of the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz very much alive.
Being named the teaching chair is a great personal accomplishment, as I see it as a reflection of all the work that I've put in over the past 19 years. But in all reality, it's not work, it's something that you love doing. This is also for the kids that I've taught throughout the years, for without them, I wouldn't be standing here with you today. But I've got the best job in the world, and I get to do it wearing shorts, t-shirt, and running shoes. These past 18 months have been pretty rough on us all. The pandemic, social distancing, teaching synchronous and asynchronous at the same time are just a few things that made most of us feel like first-year teachers. But that's okay, because as teachers always do, we adapt. In closing, I'd like to say that I teach because I truly care for my students. I care for their health, I care for their well-being, and I care for their community. I teach because I want my students to know and feel that they are special. But most importantly, I teach because when my students walk through the halls of Sam Rosen Elementary, I want each of them to know that they are loved. Thank you very much.
Who's saying that? Oh, you're saying that. Okay. You're saying that.
And that's the Southwest Jazz Band, led by director Adam Kramer. Let's give them a hand.
Welcome back to Whiz Quiz, the sport of knowledge. Our teams are all ready for round 2. Take it away, Mark.
Thank you very much, Ren and Sophia. As we get ready for our second round, our lightning round, you guys will be able to choose from 4 categories where you can answer up to 10 questions in 60 seconds time. And of course, whatever you don't answer or you pass on, the other team will have a chance to steal. Before we get started, do we have any new contestants on the Pascal side? You want to introduce yourself?
Hey, my name's Mateen.
Hello, Mateen. And are we all the same or are we new? You're new?
I'm Gatlin Adams. Nice to meet you.
Great. Thank you for being here, Gatlin. As we get ready to go, I want to update everybody on the scores right now. It is 120 for Pascal to 100 for Arlington Heights. So, Heights, you will select first from these 4 categories. Isaac Newton. Alberta. Female athletes or Greek letters.
Okay, we would like to select female athletes.
Female athletes. Okay, name the primary sport played by these female American athletes in this category. We'll put 60 seconds on the clock. Are you ready? Yes. Okay, here we go. Serena Williams.
Tennis.
Tennis. Simone Biles.
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. Megan Rapinoe.
Soccer.
Soccer.
Lindsey Vaughn.
Swimming.
Swimming.
Incorrect. Sue Bird.
Track.
Track.
Incorrect. Katie Ledecky.
Swimming.
Swimming.
Correct. Chloe Kim.
That's tennis, right? Tennis.
No,
tennis.
wait, skiing.
Skiing.
Incorrect. Lexi Thompson.
I've got no clue.
Pass.
Alex Kleinman.
One pass category. Pass category.
Okay. So will they have the option for this one as well? I don't think so. It's only the ones they got to. Yeah. Okay. All right, Pascal, you'll have a chance to steal 4 of their questions. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Lindsey Vaughn.
Skiing.
Sue Bird.
Basketball.
Basketball.
Chloe Kim.
Snowboarding.
Snowboarding.
Snowboarding. Lexi Thompson.
That's not what you read.
What?
Oh, it is. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I was on the April. Go ahead.
Judo.
Incorrect. Golfing. Lexi Thompson's a golfer.
It was volleyball. The one they passed was volleyball.
Are we going to this one too?
You read question 9 too, though.
Yeah, I think that's when they pass it.
Okay. So does that? So we get them that one as well?
Yeah.
Okay. There's one more for you guys.
Oh.
Alex Kleinman.
Volleyball.
Volleyball.
Correct.
There we go.
Okay, Pascal, now you have to choose from Greek letters. Isaac Newton or Alberta.
Greek letters.
Greek letters it is.
I'm putting all my faith in you guys.
60 seconds on the clock. Name these things represented by or that share their names with Greek letters. The triangular mouth of the Nile.
Delta.
A transcendental number equal to about 22/7.
Pi.
An LGBTQ literary award.
The Beta Award.
Incorrect. The mathematical symbol for summation.
Sigma.
The shortest electromagnetic waves.
Gamma.
Term for the most powerful type of mutants in X-Men comics.
Omega.
Coefficient representing a stock's volatility.
Rho.
Incorrect. Symbol for the golden ratio.
Theta.
Incorrect. Highest ranking member of a group of animals.
Alpha.
Correct. A statistic that is squared to test frequency distributions.
Z-score.
Incorrect. C, G, H, and J. Perfect. Yep. Okay. All right, Heights, you've got a chance to steal 4 of their questions. Are you ready? An LGBTQ literary award.
Kappa.
Incorrect. It's lambda. Coefficient representing a stock's volatility.
Theta. Theta.
Theta.
Yes.
It is beta.
Beta.
Symbol for the golden ratio.
Gamma. Shell? Omega. No, epsilon. Epsilon.
Epsilon.
It is phi. A statistic that is squared to test frequency distributions.
Go with something.
Rho.
It is chi. It is chi. It's Greek to me. All right, that is our round 2. We will take a quick break to add up our scores and give you guys a chance to rest before our third and final round of this finals matchup as we send it back to Ren and Sophia.
Wow, was that fast thinking or what?
I think we all need a break after that. So, let's turn it over to our friend Bailey Boyce for, cue a drum roll. Are you smarter than a Whiz Quizzer? Bailey, it looks like you have some eager contestants ready to go.
I sure do, Rin, but before we get started, I have Flor Esquivel here to show us what we are trying to win in these bags. Flor?
Hi, first of all, we have a really cute bag that you can use for school or for groceries. It contains a notebook, hand sanitizer, but the most important is, almost had it, sorry, is this ring light that you can use on your computer or your phone.
That's lit. All right, thank you so much, Flor. You got the joke? Okay, you guys are great. All right, here's my first contestant. What is your name?
Hello, my name is Thomas Melton.
Hello, Thomas, and who are you here to support?
I'm supporting Pascal High School and McLean Middle School.
Let's get up for Pascal and McLean. All right, Thomas, your question's going to be on the board. What artist sang, "We only said goodbye with words" on the track Back to Black and died of alcohol poisoning 5 years after releasing Rehab?
Okay, I'll take the answer. Yes. I'm not a pop culture guy.
Let's check the answer. It's Amy Winehouse. Come on, Floyd, give him the bag. Thank you for playing, Thomas. You the best. All right, come on, friend. What is your name?
Maggie Milton.
Hi, Maggie. And who are you here to support?
Pascal High School and McLean Middle School.
That's great. Let's give it up for Pascal and McLean. Woo! All right, Maggie, let's take a look at your question. All right. A 2019 Facebook event called for people to storm what restricted section of the Nevada Test and Training Range said to contain evidence of aliens? Come on, Maggie.
Area 51.
Let's check. Yes, of course it is. Come on. You go, Maggie. All right. And last but certainly not least, we have
Ava.
Hi, Ava. And who are you here to support?
Arlington Heights.
All right, Arlington Heights. Okay. All right, let's take a look at your question. What painful skin disease is caused by reactivation of the virus that causes chickenpox? That took a turn.
Shingles.
Let's take a look. It is shingles. You go, Ava. Come on. All right. Weren't they some amazing contestants, you guys? Woo! Back to you.
Thank you, Bailey. And audience, great job.
Okay, it's last round time, the home stretch.
Which means it's about to get intense. Mark, take us to round 3.
Thank you very much, Ren and Sophia. As we get ready for our third and final round, it all comes down to this, guys. Let me make sure I got that right. Okay, it is currently 220 for Pascal to 140 for Arlington Heights. A lot of points up for grabs here in our third and final round. Do I have any new contestants we need to introduce?
Olivia Castillo.
Hello, Olivia.
Seema Galaganov.
Hello, Seema. Thank you for being here. Let's hear it one last time for Pascal and Arlington Heights, everybody. Okay, yet again, we've got 10 questions up for grabs for both teams. They're worth 10 points each. And of course, if you get a question correctly, you get a chance to answer 2 more questions. Are you ready, teams? Here we go for both of you. What man who built the Castle Sam Simeon, owned the New York Journal, and used its yellow journalism to help start the Spanish Heights? Hearst is correct. Next question for Heights. What author of the poem On the Pulse of Morning wrote about her childhood in the town of Stamps, Arkansas in I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings?
Maya Angelou.
Maya Angelou is correct. Next question, also for Heights. The ideals of the older generation are challenged by nihilist medical student Bazarov in what Russian author's 1862 novel, Fathers and Sons?
Dostoevsky. Differ.
Dostoevsky?
That is incorrect. It's Turgenev. Turgenev. Next question for both teams. What half-snake cave dweller gave birth to Orthros, the dragon-laden, the chimera, and Cerberus? And Heights? Echidna is correct. Next question for you. What molecule, whose metabolism is the goal of the first known operon, is a disaccharide of glucose and galactose and is the main sugar in milk?
Lactose.
That is correct. Next question. What physicist imagined a demon that broke the second law of thermodynamics and collected a set of equations that unify electricity and magnetism?
Planck? Go with Planck.
Planck.
We were looking for Maxwell. James Maxwell. Next question is for both teams. The Henderson-Hasselbalch equation can be used to find the pH of what solutions containing a weak acid and its conjugate base? Pascal.
Buffers.
Buffers is correct. Next question is for Pascal. In 2021, what country abolished its former one-child policy, allowing women to have as many kids as they want?
China.
China is correct. Next question, also for Pascal. The three Muslim gunpowder empires were the Mughals, the Ottomans, and what Iranian dynasty that ruled Persia from the 16th to the 18th centuries?
Safavid.
Safavid is the right answer. Our next question is for both teams. Joel Chandler Harris wrote a series of folk tales narrated by what character, many of which feature the trickster Brer Rabbit? Pascal.
Fox.
That is incorrect. Heights.
Peter Rabbit.
We were looking for Uncle Remus. Uncle Remus. Our next question is for both teams. In 2021, protests in what country called for ousting Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, a former coup leader governing under King Rama X? Pascal.
Myanmar.
That is incorrect. Thailand is the answer we were looking for. Next question is for Heights. What book of the Bible, attributed to the imprisoned John of Patmos, describes a great white throne and the opening of the seven seals?
Revelation.
That is the right answer. Next question also for Heights. What religion whose followers carry a Kirpan blade and do not cut their hair as part of the 5 Ks is based on the teachings?
Sikhism. Sorry, Sikhism.
Sikhism is the right answer. Our next question is for both teams. Kobe mapped the anisotropy of what primordial radiation whose discovery won Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson a Nobel Prize? Pascal.
Dark energy.
That is not the answer we were looking for. Heights. Cosmic microwave background radiation is the answer we were seeking. The next question is for both teams. What son of a Raja uses a Latin name that means nobody and captains the Nautilus submarine?
Nemo.
Captain Nemo is correct. Pascal, next question is for you. What alkaloid that is named for a French ambassador was once widely used as an insecticide and is found in its highest concentrations in tobacco?
Nicotine.
Nicotine is correct. Next question for Pascal. What psychological condition involves the confusion of 2 different senses, such as perceiving different numbers as having different colors?
Dysplasia.
The correct answer is synesthesia. Synesthesia. Next question is for both teams. What object, discovered in 1799 by Pierre-François Bouchard and studied by Jean-François Champollion?
The Rosetta Stone?
Correct. I think I could have used the Rosetta Stone for some of those pronunciations. Next question is for Heights. What American commander won the 1779 Battle of Flamborough, head while in command of the U.S. Bonhomme Richard?
John Paul Jones.
That is correct. Next question for Heights. Which longtime rival of Benjamin Disraeli is the only man to serve 4 separate terms as British Prime Minister?
Captain?
No answer.
The answer was Gladstone. William Ewart Gladstone. Next question for both teams. What artist who depicted an hourglass, a bell, and a magic square above a seated angel in Melancholia was a Renaissance-era German famous for his engravings?
Albrecht Dürer.
That is correct. Next question is for Pascal. What landmass, which names a 120-mile-wide channel that links the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico, is a peninsula in southern Mexico?
Yucatan.
Yucatan is correct. Next question for Pascal. Funafuti is the capital of what Pacific Island nation that generates some of its revenue from sales of its .tv domain name?
Tuvalu.
Tuvalu is correct. This is our final open question for both teams. The Elliott Glacier is the largest ice mass on what mountain? The highest peak in Oregon. Pascal.
Mount Rainier?
That is incorrect. That is also incorrect. The answer was Mount Hood. That ends our third and final round. Teams, congratulations. We're going to do a little math over here while we take a quick break as I send it back to Sophia and Rin.
Thanks, Mark. It's time to add up the scores.
When we come back, we'll announce the Whiz Quiz champions.
You gotta hang around for that.
For almost 2 years, education has been turned on its head. We've had to rethink how we do things, and more importantly, how we take care of our students. I, like many of my colleagues, began to wonder if we were still making the difference that we set out to at the beginning of our careers, as month after month of virtual and hybrid classes came and went. Through research, introspection, experimentation, and determination, I think that we've not only been successful, but we have reimagined what a classroom can be and what it means to be a teacher. I'm humbled by your gratitude and for the support that I have received from Fort Worth ISD, Arlington Heights leadership team, Lockheed Martin, and of course all the fabulous students that came together to say, yes, you are on the right path, and yes, you are fulfilling that goal of changing the world one student at a time. I delight in showing students that they can do things that they never imagined they could, and I am honored to be recognized for my contributions to the students' lives.
Aquí está aterrizando la mejor opción para el viaje educativo de sus hijos, con aulas seguras y maestros altamente calificados, expertos en abrir las puertas a la lectura, matemáticas y a un mundo de diversión. Y la mejor parte está a un salto de distancia en el prekinder y kinder de Fort Worth ISD. Visítenos en fwisd.org/prekinder.
As teachers, we are the ones who are blessed. We are the ones given the most, and that is our students. And we are a part of something very special. At the end of the day, our job is the most rewarding of all jobs. My ultimate goal is met when my students see themselves as having opportunities to shine, to find purpose, and a career that they will be passionate about, one that makes a difference. Perhaps it's because I've worked in construction most of my life that I believe in doors. And when I see a door that is open, it makes me very happy. When that door is opening for a student, it makes me more happy. When the door is being closed, it frustrates me. And so I get frustrated if my students fail to see those doors that are open for them. And so my job as a teacher is to show as many open doors to my students as I can and to encourage them to walk through those doors. And so today I pray that I have done my part to make those paths more reachable for my students. And again, I want to thank you on behalf of my students, the district, and the industry sponsors who are here today for being committed to opening those doors for all of our students.
Thanks, band. The scores are now in.
And at the judges' table, we have the charismatic Mark Istuk, the lovely Dr. Marcy Sorensen, and 4th ISD Rector Michael Flouchet with the judging winners.
Okay. It all comes down to this. Before we wrap things up, I just want to personally thank all the folks that made tonight happen. It has been a real pleasure for me to be a part of this, and I'm honored to be able to see these kids compete tonight. And one of them gets to take home a trophy, but they both are winners in my book. And I know that sounds cliche, but really it's a pretty awesome experience to be able to be up here. And I really hope that you enjoy tonight, because someday you will look back on this as the good old days. I promise you. Hey, also a thanks to the band members over here, everybody from Southwest High School who's been entertaining us all night. You got a couple of trophies here, Michael. I'll let you do the honors. I'll hold one for you. Okay, great.
What a great match going into the last 3 questions. It was a 2-question swing. It was very close, very intense. Could have gone either way. But let's go ahead and start off with our second place trophy. A big round of applause for Arlington Heights. If I may, real quick, what was your secret to success this year? Y'all had a great year.
Large bribes.
Oh. Right.
I'm sorry, okay? The bank would do another round.
And of course, in first place, let's give a big round of applause for the great Pascal. May I ask you as well, what was the Pascal successful? What was the key to success here?
Teamwork.
Teamwork, as they all point to one specific person. Very good. Can we give a big round of applause for Mark Istuk, everybody? Wow. Really amazing. So, alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our Chief Academic Officer.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Michael. I also would be remiss if we did not take pause and thank our principals. Thank you very much, Troy. Thank you very much, Sarah. Without their support, these teams would not flourish the way that they do. We also want to thank the coaches of these amazing teams, right? Let's give it up for the coaches. We all know how important knowledge is, right? Navigating the world, navigating space, navigating everything that you have to do, you need knowledge. And tonight, I just sat there amazed at the amount of knowledge that you have in these brains of yours. I am floored at the amount that you know, and I am confident that you will be out there making a difference in the world, making our world a better place, not only with what you know here, but what you know here. And so I thank you for the world that you're going to create moving forward. I feel comfortable that Fort Worth ISD is sending you out there to do exactly what Fort Worth ISD is intending to do, is make this world a better place. So thank you for all that you do. You are amazing young people, and I am speechless. So thank you, thank you, thank you for your brains, your heart, and your spirit. Thank you. And thank you very much. Have a good night. Have fun. Keep it up. Have a good night.
Congratulations to our new champions, Pascal High School.
And great going to Arlington Heights. This has been so much fun, and I bet we'll all be leaving tonight with something we didn't know before.
And for all of us at 4th ISD, thank you all so much for supporting us, the students, including our producers, like Scott and Becky, and our wonderful teacher, Miss Darcy McCready.
Like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And before we go, thank you so much, Pizza Snob, for sponsoring us tonight and feeding the crew. It was excellent.